today is going to be about systems. My system I have in the car, changed it up a little bit to what I had before. I didn't think about filming it when I started fixing it up, so sorry about that. I'll give you a rundown of what I've done so far, how I'm changing it, kind of give you ideas on. I know I have videos on here on what I did previously and how it looked before, but now I want to change it up, make it a little bit more space saving in the trunk, use more of the interior of the car. So that's what we'll do today.
Let's go off when I enter the building.
Okay, so I had all my amps mounted back here against the wall, kind of like that, and I had all the power wires coming through, but I decided to shift the amps to the trunk so I could put the speaker box back here and have like 6x9s and the 12-inch subs back here, so I can actually use this space. Before I just had a platform back here, and it was actually a lot of unused space. I mean, I have my 2 batteries back here, and all it was just a flat shelf, and the amps were up there, and that was it. So I shifted these bars forward. I put the shelf back in here, kind of modified it to fit these bars, and hopefully the speaker box will fit in here. I'm not sure yet. If not, I guess I'll be building a custom box, but I'm hoping it'll fit. No issues, so we will see. And as you can see from this video, that's my 4-channel amp right there. Excuse the wiring, it's kind of a wreck, so I'm still working on it. But I'm working on getting some wiring organized in there. Same with the trunk area, I'm trying to get some of the wires organized in there. But I'll put the other amp next to that one. So I'll put it like right here. And then the hole right there will feed the speaker wires to the front of the car where the sub box is going to be. I also have the wires run here for the 6x9s, and I have these run right here for the door speakers and the tweeters, the component setup I have for my doors. Yeah, I'll have the air ride tank sitting up here. Then I'll have the compressors down in the corners running up. Then I want to put the valves like back here, some unused space over here. Put the valves back there, and then run all my electrical lines. So I'll have my whole trunk area will be open for like when I go on trips and stuff like that. When I go to car shows, I can actually put luggage back here, or coolers, or whatever I want to bring with me. Since it's only a 2-seater now, so I really don't need to have the interior space, so I can just put speakers in there and everything. But that's the plan of attack right now. So back to mounting amps and wiring to get it ready for the test fit of the shelf to see what I have to do to make that work. Alright, so here's the other amp mounted in there. I guess, like I said, I know the wiring's messy. I gotta get in there and tuck it and make it look cleaner. I'm probably gonna make a fake wall or something like that back there, kind of highlight the amps a little better, but that's the way the amps look. I have all my trunk open still. As you can see back here, I have the wires for my 6x9s. Right here is my wires for my subwoofers. And then I'm going to, excuse me, I'm going to test fit the rear shelf back here and see how the speaker box fits in there. Hopefully it'll fit pretty tight, hoping. And then I got the 6x9 boxes pre-made right now. I'm just going to use those for right now to get for the next car season. Then hopefully, I mean, if I happen to have time, I'll make my own sub box and it'll be good, but I don't know if I'm going to have time. I got a lot of other stuff I got to do. So I'll put the shelf in next, see how that fits, put the 12-inch box in here and see how that fits, and see how that works out. Okay, so I got with the template, I cut my walls out for my speaker box. Now I'm working on getting the bottom, top, and the back made. Just got to cut that out and start assembling the box, get the port cut and all that stuff. So that's where I'm at so far with the speaker box that I have to make because the other one doesn't fit. So that's where I'm at. Okay, so here's the box so far. Like I said, it's not going to be the prettiest because I don't have a table saw, so I had to use a jigsaw, which is not ideal for this, but did the job, so hopefully this will work. We'll get the glue to dry. I'll go through and sand down, fine tune some of the angles, and caulk the hole inside of it to make sure there's no air gaps or anything, because there are some gaps in the wood from just the jigsaw doing its thing. So this should work for now, and hopefully I can get a table saw soon here and we'll be a lot better, but this is the box so far. Alright, so here's the box. It's all built. Got to fine tune. Some of the edges are kind of off a little bit, 'cause like I said, I used a jigsaw, so it's not the best idea to use that, but I used some caulk in all the edges, kind of make sure it's all sealed up. It's paintable, so when I paint the box, it's going to paint right over that, and that'll be fine. But yeah, I got some edges to seal up over here, like when I put the face in, I got to seal all the edges up here, and I got to fine tune some of my flat spots to make sure everything mounts perfect. But that is the box so far, and I made the face for it. Also, I'm going to show you how I did the diagram on the face to cut the 12-inch subwoofers out. So low light, so I know how much you're going to see. I'm going to try to do it so you guys can see what I'm doing, and we'll shoot that next. Alright, so for my circles I have here for the 12-inch subwoofers, what you need to do first is go on the website wherever you got your subwoofers from. Check out what their recommended cutout width is, because even if you got a 12-inch subwoofer, you're not going to cut out a 12-inch circle. So on Pioneer's website for the 12-inch Championship Pros, it is 11 1/8 inch diameter cutout. So what I did is to get a circle 11 1/8 inches across the whole thing. So you got to cut that in half. So I got 5 9/16 of an inch circle, like from here to here, halfway. And to find out where I'm going to put them, what I did is I did the full length of the whole board. It's 29 inches, and roughly I split the board into 4 basically. That's 7 1/4 inches, I believe, is what I did for this. So once I got the 2 spots here marked off, what I did is I found out the middle from here to here, and I marked that. And what you do is I used a paint stick, really easy, you get it at Home Depot. You get them for free. But you drill a hole in one end. You can either use a bolt, but I use a screw. It's kind of screwed in there. And from this hole, from this one here to this one here, is 5 9/16 of an inch. So what I did is I took the screw, took my drill, I'm just going to twist it in a little bit to show you. So the paint stick can now rotate on that screw. And I took a pencil, use a marker, whatever, you put it in the hole you drilled, and when you go around in a circle, it's going to give you that diameter right here. And then I recommend using a router to cut through this. It's the best way to do it. But I don't have a router, so I'll be using that jigsaw again. So hopefully I can get this angle just right in here. If not, I might see if someone I know has a router to do this, because it's be a lot better. But this will be the cutout for the 12s. And that's how you do the cutout without using expensive tools or anything like that. You can just use a paint stick, and you can just cut it out. But this is really good because it's free. You obviously have screws laying around, a pencil, marker, something like that. So essentially, to set this up, it's free. You just got to know what your subwoofer size, the cutout opening is, not the overall size of it, but the cutout opening, because all of them are different. And then this way here, it's going to be a perfect fit for that speaker. So Next we'll be cutting this out. When the caulk dries, I'll be painting that box. And then I'll probably paint this before I put it on. And then drill holes in the back, because I'm not going to use speaker connectors. I'm going to use, like, the terminals, I'm going to use quick disconnects, because I have 10 gauge wire for my subs. So drill a hole in the back, use something to fill the hole, make sure there's no air getting out there. Also, I have to make another board that'll go like right in here somewhere to make the port come out. So you don't want to have, this is not going to be a good port just having a hole here. It's not going to work right. So you have to have a port come out this way. And I'll probably have, you know, a certain amount of space back there. I got to figure that out still to get the right port depth so your subs will sound good. But so far that's what I have for the box. Like I said, it's not the prettiest. I used a jigsaw, which is not the best thing to use. Table saw, router, stuff like that would be the best, but I don't have it, so make do with what you got. Alright, so here's my sub box, guys. Like I said, as you can tell, it's not the best quality around here because I used a jigsaw. I'm going to go back through, fix some stuff up. But as you can tell, it's kind of a weird angle, because this is designed to go up against the back wall of the car where the back seat was. It's got a slight angle, and that front angle is for the harness bars to go across that without hitting. But another reason why jigsaws are bad for this is if you look right in here, there's a big gap where I got to rely on caulk to actually fill that hole, which is not good. But maybe I'll put another screw in there or something, kind of see if I can bring it down a little bit. But that's where the caulk comes into play, because if you have any misgaps, I mean, a lot of this stuff is just 1/2" MDF, so it's not really even the best speaker material to use. But I'm trying to get an idea if this is going to work or not, and if it is, I'm going to get a better material and better tools to get the box made. But let's get painted or wrapped in carpet or something, but you'll be able to not even tell. But this is the box. I said it's got a port. This is the port I was talking about. It's like a floor. What it does is it allows the air to come through and come out this hole down here, so the speaker can vent right. But yeah, that's it. Next, I just got to drill holes in the back for the wires to go through, and that's pretty much it. So I test fit the speakers. They fit real nice in there. Plenty of air space in there. So just got to finish up sealing it, and should be it. Just got to get it painted and run the wires. Alright, so here's the speaker box, and it's home. Very tight fit down in here. I mean, like, exactly what I wanted, real close. 6x9s are up there. But that's the speaker. I actually ended up putting a center brace in here to make sure it doesn't flex, because I don't have a wall in here. I just have, because it's mono, so I really didn't need a wall. But there's the vent. It's all painted. Probably gonna put a cover piece over here, mount it to like the bars here, kind of make it look cleaner. But this is the system so far, so it's home. Next is just putting the interior back together, cleaning it up a little bit, and testing it out, see what it sounds like. Alright, so here it is. Speakers are in. There's the harnesses. Seats are back in. Ready for next season. Just gotta get the trunk cover, the spare wheel cover on, and then that should be good. But there's the system, the box I made. It's got the GoPro harness bar mount on there, the roll cage mount, 6x9s up top. But hopefully next video will be it out of the garage, cleaned up, ready to go cruising.
Alarms go off when I enter the building.